You don't need Cupid for a love story here in Washington, D.C. Washington is the pinnacle of romance. We have restaurants, museums, monuments, events, statues. Washington, D.C. knows love. I'm Kalonji Foreman of the Foreman Properties Group of Compass and your host of American Dream TV. And this is Date Night DC. The true love language of Washington, D.C. is its food. Let's head inside to enjoy an evening with a romantic dinner at Charlie Palmer's Steak. Named by fine dining lovers as one of the most romantic restaurants in D.C., Charlie Palmer is the perfect start to any love story. Located in the United Brotherhood of Carpenters building and Capitol Hill's power dining destination, critically acclaimed chef Charlie Palmer has masterfully designed the restaurant to greet guests with an elegant foyer opening into a spacious lounge and fashionable bar area. The restaurant's wine cube sits suspended over water, housing more than 10,000 bottles of American wines. The dining experience is nothing short of exquisite. So we're here with General Manager Michael Irving. Tell us what would make Charlie Palmer's ideal for the perfect date night.
Yes, and if I were to make suggestions, the first thing I would do is I would go to sparkling wine, something to set the mood for sure. And then I would follow that up with a seafood tower. And once they enjoy that, then I would suggest maybe a porterhouse for two cooked to their likings. And then I would follow that up with something sweet and an after-dinner drink. After a spectacular dinner in the restaurant, I always suggest to take the couple up to the rooftop where we have an amazing view of the Capitol. It has a backdrop of the Capitol like no other venue in the city. It's mind-blowing and you just have to see it.
Our date night continues with a romantic stroll through Yards Park. It's located in the Capitol Riverfront area of Southeast Washington, D.C. It's a premier waterfront destination along the Anacostia River. The park spans 5 acres and is home to 90-plus restaurants, hotels, and 17,000 residents. You and your significant other will be greeted with shops, the marina, bars, as well as restaurants. We're going to end our date night here at Cream Jubilee with owner Victoria Live. She feels that ice cream is the sweetest addition to any happy memory. So Victoria, tell us about Cream Jubilee and what makes it a special place to visit for someone with that special person.
Well, Cream Jubilee to me has been such an important part of my Washington, D.C. life. I actually came to Washington, D.C. to work for the U.S. government. I was an attorney at the Department of Homeland Security. I know, and looking at where I am now, I started making ice cream at home because I was imagining a life full of colors and flavors that transported me to other places. And then I opened up this store in 2014, and we've won Best Ice Cream in D.C. every year since that.
Tell us, what is your ideal date night flavor?
The best thing to do on a date night is to come in and try a few different flavors. And because, you can figure out whether or not the person that you're talking with, has a really big sweet tooth.
The litmus test.
Exactly. Or whether or not they've been hiding the fact that, they don't like sweets at all. Me, I don't know if I trust a person who doesn't eat any sweets.
Well, thank you so much for taking us on this journey, this tour of all these amazing flavors. And thank you so much for taking the time out with us to show us the ins and outs of how to successfully conclude an amazing date night here in DC. Fun, fresh flavors make Cream Jubilee the perfect end to our date night in DC. I'm Kalonji Foreman with the Foreman Properties Group of Compass. You can follow us at all social medias at Kalonji Foreman and at the American Dream TV. We'll see you next time.